hopefully that's going to take care of the issues that we're having, but for whatever reason we're not getting a great signal out of here. And they did tie the game, meaning the Waves. Sorry we couldn't show you it. They got their first 2 hitters on and then hit a couple of line drive outs, and then they got a big 2-out single to tie the game at 2. So we're going to head to the top of the second. Let's hope the technical difficulties are past us and we can enjoy the rest of the contest.
Kyle, what's the cut here? Read it.
So it's going to be Nano, Cody, and Rocco coming up here for Barachos. So that's a good job by Splash. After giving up the bad hop 2-run homer, they answered and they come right back and they find a way to score 2. And there's a little roller over to CJ and he handles it for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Cody.
Hey, put your heels on the grass. There you go. Woo! 2. Coming at you, Marco. Coming hard. Here you go. Thank you. Go, Randy.
Pitch is called illegal.
Thank you, Randy. Watch the steps.
Cody drives it toward the alley, and whoa, the right fielder fell down. Looked like the right fielder was going to make the catch, and all of a sudden took a misstep, and the ball drops for a double. Again, he was looking back into the sun. He was trying to get there, got tripped up and fell. So a 1-out Luke double. So right now, Los Barachos getting some crazy stuff going on in the outfield here for Splash.
I got you 1 out.
And Rocco hits it to center. Center fielder is there. He's going to try it, play at third. He'll make it easily.
He left early, Mike.
So 2 outs, runner on third.
Hey, you showed the wheels there, Cole. Oh, your guy, Kyle.
Brings up Mike Cruz getting a start in this game.
Hey, a lot of middle.
Hey, good arm, Noodle.
So here's Mike Cruz, was with the Fat Kids.
Let's go.
And he left them to start beast mode. They're off to kind of a rough start in that Melrose Park League. And Mike, a little chopper over to the shortstop. He bobbles it. High throw and a little collision there with Mark Robinson. And Mark got hip to hip there. Throw went into the bleachers. They're going to check on Marky Robinson. Meanwhile, a run did score.
Hey, check him. Check.
And you know, that's a crazy type of play there. Markey had his legs spread as he was reaching for the high throw after the shortstop bobbled it. And he got hit, and John Doss, former park board commissioner at Forest Park, was sliding in and had a collision similar, whereas the base runner, one of his legs got hit, he ended up getting a sports hernia. And JD tried to, and again, there's nothing you can do, that won't heal, you need surgery, and it took JD about 1.5 years to kind of come back for it. So hopefully that's not going to happen here. Mark just trying to get his sea legs back. And it looks like he's going to walk it off. So with the throw that went into the bleachers, You got to run in 3-2 now. Baracho's another runner in scoring position.
Let's go. All right, dude. I know. Hey, come on, baby.
So a lot of things going on here. And there's a little chopper, and it makes its way through. And he stopped. And the fourth run scores. The coach was telling him to go. Nano stopped. Farley a little slow throwing the ball in. Had he made a good crisp throw there, that run wouldn't have scored. Here's Jamie. So right now, and there's a high fly ball center fielder got to be, and he makes the catch. But right now the Waves defense is letting them down a little bit. Weird home run, which really you can't do nothing about. That ball just took a crazy hop in the first, and then right fielder fell down on a fly ball that looked like he was going to make the play. And then just a little lax throwing it in. Throwing error. And they find themselves on the wrong side of a 4-2 score. So Isaiah Rosado going to be leading off the bottom of the second. And Mark Robinson still trying to shake out the cobwebs a little bit. For those of you wondering about the contact, these are grown men playing a game hard, and sometimes you get a situation where the runner, the ball, and the defender all end up in a small area all at the same time, and that's what happened there. The runner was trying to duck away from Mark, but nothing he could do, and that ball's hit pretty good, and it gets over the top. Rosado running hard. Here they throw it in. They'll hold him here. Leadoff triple. Isaiah Rosado leaned on it. Got it up in the air. Jamie couldn't get there, and here's CJ. Now, if you're CJ, what you want to try to do here is you want to kind of want CJ to go for a hit here. You got Mark Robinson on deck. And if you can't get the job done, then you put it on Mark to score him. And there's a ground ball, and it's off the hands of the second baseman. So CJ, we talk all the time, a lot of times when you do the right thing, you get the bonus. And he was just trying to hit the ball towards second to score the run, the courtesy run, and he hit it perfectly. Second baseman's a big guy. I believe that's Cody over there. And he couldn't get down to secure it.
Hey, Marco!
Now nobody out for Mark Robinson Jr. Scotty Koenig on deck.
Wait, Davey, don't cheat.
And Mark trying to pooch the ball down the right field line. That's way foul. And in the background, Steve Rodriguez trying to tell his left fielder, don't cheat either way. Sometimes outfielders will get themselves in trouble because they don't watch the right part of the hitter. They want to watch the hips. And that's really not the best way to play the outfield because
Hey, Marky, good call, Mark.
respect does with but the fielder looked at him. Scotty Scotty used to hit.
Yeah.
Splat. It is kind of warm out. Overheat doesn't. Do for that. Put up with the tower is, that'll happen. Quite sure. It's working. And Trey takes a ball there. And he draws a walk there. So it might also been the microphone cord one that might have been creating a little problem once the power went out. So it brings up Ant, 2-run homer on a bad hop in the first inning. And there he hits it hard. Second baseman sucks it up. But Trey Johnson all the way to third.
Hey, tell you when you go back in there, you got a second. Hey, I tell you guys, I got it back in, but it was
Brings up Travis Smith. Shortstop was telling Trey, you got to be careful around the bag. The guy you got to tell there are the two umpires, so they're aware of it. Sometimes they'll play just be in the area if a bag is a little loose. Here's Travis, runner on third with two out.
two.
Oh. Let's get the phone, Joel.
Let's get it, Trev.
There's a lot of stuff going on between the pregame stuff and the game stuff and the equipment stuff.
Let's get it,
Trev.
Let's give it the front. That's the back. That's the back. Here, right here. Be here, right here.
And Travis, a little ground ball. CJ can't make the play. Marco jumping up and down. He would have had a play on it. But CJ knocked it down 5-4. So right now, every break that a team can get is going Baracho way. Here's Sean Quinn.
Let's go. Let's smash the fucking pipe.
Oh, didn't need it.
All over the place.
So Sean Quinn now, some question about whether that ball hit the plate or not. Quinn drives it to the alley, and Brandon Alvarado looking into the sun dropped the ball.
You don't know. Just let it.
So right field has been an adventure. Brandon got there. He's looking up into the sun, and he dropped the ball. And Brandon's fiddling around. Now he's ready. Brings up Nano. And there have been a lot of self-infliction here.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Don't let nobody put it back. Let's go.
And there's a little roller. CJ dropped that. And that is going to cost him another run. So CJ backed up. Ball hit him right in the midsection, and he dropped it. Brazos haven't not really done anything special with the bat, but they got 7 runs. And here's Cody, and he gets a hit. Nano will score 8-4.
Let's go.
Ram going to take a walk, try to calm things down a little. CJ not pitching a bad game, but not getting any defensive support whatsoever early. And here comes Rocco. And sometimes you go out there, talk to your pitcher, you're doing it to slow the game down. But in this instance, Ram is probably telling CJ to just keep working, because sometimes pitchers get frustrated and they just start flipping BP up there. And Rocco, ground ball. And he called him out at third. I would go to replay mode, but I'm afraid my camera will lock up. So you can rewind it at home. We had a good view of it. And we're going to head to the bottom of the third inning. 8-4. Bottom of the third. And it's going to be Brandon Alvarado, Joel Cardova, and Colin Farley. So top of the order here for the Waves. That's the good news. Bad news is they trail by 4. And they're working on second base, you can see over there. UIC, Carlos Castleberry. These are, they're not the bases that have the one spike in the middle that goes into the ground. It's got kind of an X pattern that's supposed to go into the base. And then you put that base into the ground. And I think the problem is the base is not firmly being attached to the base. So when they flip it over, it's not secured when it goes into the ground. And now they got it done. Sometimes guys will, these bases are designed so when you slide into them, the base will pop off. And sometimes when they pop off, if you don't secure it right, it just never gets right. So it looks like they took care of it. So Waves got a little work to do here. Still a lot of ball game. We're only in the bottom of the third inning here. So Brandon Alvarado led the game off for the Waves with a base hit. And Brandon, nice pick by Mike Cruz, and he makes the play. So he hit it hard right at his feet, made the clean pickup, and then it was easy. It's a great ball, but ideally you want that third baseman to have to move a little bit. That was hit directly at Mike. And once he secured it, it was an easy play. So here's Joel Cordova. And Joel right up the elevator shaft. Long run for Quinn. And that ball was hit high enough to where the sun was not a factor. So the ball got above the sun line. You can see the shadows there. And Sean came running in, so by the time the ball came down, he wasn't looking into the sun. Well done there. And here's Colin Farley. And Colin hits a little knuckleball over the infield. And Trey Johnson snapped off another throw. J-Rod playing possum. Farley just got back. If you're Scotty Toothpick, you got to let the guy know it's coming. So two with Joey DiGregorio on deck.
All right, let's go pitch.
Yes.
Realistically, and there's a 2-out, so the plot thickens here. Realistically, if you're the Waves, they've got Cody over at second. He's a pretty big kid. I'm not sure how good his lateral movement is. We'll see if they try to make him have to move a little bit more at second base. And Joey, just foul. Just foul. So that didn't miss by much.
Good idea, Joe. Hey.
2 strikes now. Even though it's early, this is kind of an important inning here. You had 2 outs, nobody on. If you could manufacture something here, it's the kind of stuff that gets you a little juice and keeps the group connected.
Come on, Joey. Know it better, Joe. Cal, I got you, Cal.
With Moreno, Seminora on deck. And that's going to be a can of corn. Camped under it is Ant, and he puts it away. So a mild 2-out threat goes by the board. We're going to head to the top of the 4th, 8-4 Barachos. Gavin will pay a bill or two. See the pretty logo? Sweet Buzz up in the upper left-hand corner. They make infused products. So if you're an adult, you might want to check them out. Nick Drabo, short center on Moneyline, part owner of that company. So if you catch Nick at a tournament, feel free to talk to him about it. Please use them responsibly. So leading off is Mike Cruz, then J-Rod, and then Jamie, and he pops it up, and Scotty Koenig makes the play. So Mike looked like he was trying to turn and burn there, but shoulder flew open. So here's J-Rod. And J-Rod scalds a hit. So they'll use their one courtesy runner. Brings up Jamie. I think they're depending whether to use a courtesy runner or a pinch runner. I don't really see any other guys in their lineup that might need a courtesy runner coming up relatively soon. So they just use the courtesy with Ant. And it brings up Jamie.
Let's go.
And Jamie hits a fly ball, center fielder coming in. He'll make the play. Two outs for Cotto. Cotto, that's going to be into the alley.
Now we can't play no more. Moat rule. Remember the moat rule? 37 years ago. Maybe 20, right?
Maybe more.
It's over 20.
Could be.
might be right. 25.
They just have a rule here that if you hit the ball into a backyard, it was the mope rule, you were out. And that ball went into a backyard, and they're trying to figure out how to get in the backyard as there's a locked fence. So now they got into the alley, and now they had to climb a second fence. And they're saying you better make sure there's no dog in that yard. So that's a high fence out where I live. I don't think you can have a fence that high. That looks like it might be well over 6. Colin Farley getting some help from some teammates. Again, we are live. Of course, we got the Midsummer Classic coming up next week, second leg of the Chicago Summer Series. Still awaiting word